After hundreds of episodes, Peppa Pig still bends space, time, and sometimes her own furniture without warning. Keep your eyes sharp and don't misplace your nugget like Peppa's missing fork. Number 1. Backpack Physics Just Broken Peppa Pig. In Nature Trail, Daddy Pig's backpack somehow sticks to his back like it's superglued. No straps, no explanation. It floats there until he jumps out of the car. Then the straps magically appear. Not even a single grunt from Daddy Pig about it. Either this is some kind of sticky pig technology we've never heard of, or the animators decided backpacks don't need to follow the laws of gravity anymore. Number 2. The fork that came out of nowhere. In the episode Lunch, something strange happens while Peppa is eating. Out of nowhere, a fork shows up, already poking into her lip. Just seconds before, there was no fork in sight. She didn't pick it up, and no one handed it to her. It's almost like it teleported straight into her mouth. Either Peppa has a hidden pocket in her face, or someone skipped a few frames of reality. Number 3. Suitcases don't just vanish like that. In Granny Pig's Chickens, Peppa and George arrive and drop their suitcases by the bed. That part makes sense. But when the camera cuts away and comes back, the suitcases have completely disappeared. No one moved them, and there's no place for them to go. It's like the floor just swallowed them whole. Either Granny Pig has a trapdoor system, or those bags were never rolled to begin with. Number 4. The shovel that changed its identity. In the episode Rock Pools, Peppa shows up at the beach holding a bright orange shovel, but just a few seconds later, without warning or reason, the shovel turns green. Nobody swaps it, and there's no sign of a second one nearby. This isn't a shadow issue or a trick of the light. It's a full color switch that makes it feel like even Peppa's beach toys have a double life. Number 5. Peppa's pajamas broke the rules of reality. In the episode Tooth Fairy, Peppa wears pajamas with a little heart symbol on them. At first, the heart is clearly on one side of her chest, but while she's brushing her teeth, it suddenly jumps to the other side without any explanation. Nobody flips her, and the mirror theory doesn't work here. Either her clothes are alive, or someone forgot how shirts work. Whatever it is, it's definitely not normal. Number 6. A sink appears out of thin air. In Tooth Fairy, something strange happens in the bathroom. At first, there's clearly no sink behind Peppa and George while they brush their teeth. But then, in the very next shot, a sink suddenly exists in the same spot. Nobody installs it, nobody even turns around. It just appears, fully formed. Either this house builds itself, or someone forgot what the background was supposed to look like. Number 7. The piano manual that magically appeared. In the episode Funny Music, Daddy Pig unboxes his brand new piano while Mummy Pig stands nearby. At first, the box sitting next to her is completely empty. But moments later, without anyone touching it, a thick instruction manual suddenly shows up inside. No one puts it there, and nothing changes in the background. It just appears like magic. Unless Daddy Pig learned to spell off screen, this one's clearly an animation slip. Number 8. The house that edits itself. In the episode Kylie Kangaroo, Peppa and George greet their visitors while standing in front of Mummy and Daddy Pig. Everything looks normal until the camera zooms in. Suddenly, their parents are no longer there. They were right behind them a second ago, but now the hallway is empty. It's as if the house trimmed out 2 family members to make space. Either that, or Peppa's home has editing powers of its own. Number 9. Mummy Pig's boots changed without warning. In Canyon Country, Mummy Pig starts the day wearing blue boots while boarding Miss Rabbit's helicopter. Everything seems fine until the family lands on a boat and her boots are now purple. Nobody says a word, and there's no sign she changed them. It happens between scenes like it's perfectly normal. Unless she packed a second pair just for fun, this feels more like a quiet glitch in the cartoon wardrobe system. Number 10. The sun moves wherever it wants. In the episode Bedtime, Peppa's house is shown with the sun setting on the right side, but when the camera moves into the kitchen, sunlight is suddenly shining through a window that faces the opposite direction. There's no time skip or camera trick, just a completely different sun position. Either this world has more than one sun, or the animators decided the laws of nature were optional that day. And now, your golden nugget of wisdom from Peppa Pig. Sometimes in life, things won't make sense, like a sun that moves wherever it wants. But even when the world feels upside down, staying calm and kind helps you handle whatever comes your way. Let me know in the comments what you took from this golden moment. Alright, back to more cartoon confusion. Number 11. The living room that rearranged itself. In the babysitting episode, the pig family's living room seems to have a mind of its own. At first, the TV is placed neatly against the wall where it belongs. But seconds later, it jumps to a completely different spot. right next to the door, blocking the entrance. Nobody moved it, and there's no time gap to explain it. Either the house is alive, or someone skipped the layout plan entirely. Number 12. The salad that broke the laws of logic. In Grandpa Pig's greenhouse, Granddad Dog proudly serves his tomato salad to the whole family. Every plate is full, yet the serving bowl stays exactly the same. Not a single spoonful seems to be missing. Later, the salad even changes ingredients. First just tomatoes, then suddenly fresh basil appears without warning. Unless someone invented a bottomless bowl or magical garnish, this scene quietly breaks every rule of space, time, and salad. Number 13. Rebecca Rabbit broke the playground timeline. In the playground, Rebecca Rabbit joins her friends to help push Daddy Pig down the slide after he gets hilariously stuck. She's clearly seen waiting her turn behind Candy Cat. But as the kids begin sliding down, Rebecca suddenly disappears. Then, without warning, she reappears, this time jumping ahead of everyone she was behind. Either she skipped the line in record speed, or something very strange is happening with Peppa's timeline. Number 14. The puppets refused to stay counted. In Chloe's puppet show, Chloe opens a box clearly holding 4 puppets. She takes one out, but somehow the number inside doesn't change. A moment later, there are suddenly 5. Then, without warning, the count drops to 3. No one adds or removes anything during these moments. It's like the puppets are duplicating themselves or bending time to avoid being noticed. Whatever the reason, basic counting has completely given up here. Number 15. Grumpy Rabbit's hatch vanished without a trace. In the episode Lifeboat, Grumpy Rabbit climbs out of a hatch on his boat while greeting the others. It's clearly there, right under his feet. But later in the episode, when everyone's standing in the same spot, the hatch has completely vanished. No one shut it, and there's no sound or movement to explain it. Either the boat repairs itself instantly, or the animators quietly erased part of the scene. Number 16. The ice cream that came back from the dead. In Very Hot Day, Mummy Pig gives George the ice cream meant for Daddy Pig after his own melts away. When George grabs it, you can clearly see the stick in his hand until it suddenly disappears. No melting, no dropping, just gone. But later in the episode, Daddy Pig is somehow holding and eating that exact same ice cream. Either someone cloned it, or this dessert pulled off a full resurrection. Number 17. George's ice cream melted faster than physics allows. In Very Hot Day, George gets a dinosaur-shaped ice cream just like everyone else. But within seconds, his has completely melted into a puddle, while the others remain perfectly solid. The sun isn't any hotter on his side of the pool, and there's no wind or heat lamp aimed at him. Either George has a personal heat wave following him around, or someone forgot how melting is supposed to work. Number 18. Mr. Bull somehow exists in 2 places at once. In The Perfect Day, Mr. Bull is shown enjoying a relaxing massage inside the spa. Everything looks normal until Peppa and her family walk past a china shop, and he's suddenly standing inside it. Just a few scenes later, he's back in the spa as if nothing happened. Nobody saw him leave, and there's no time skip. Unless he mastered teleportation, something very strange happened inside that mall. Number 19. The giant pumpkin that suddenly fit through a tiny door. In the pumpkin competition, Grandpa Pig proudly shows off a pumpkin so large it's clearly wider than the greenhouse door. But a few moments later, he somehow wheels it outside without a single struggle. There's no cut, no lifting, and definitely no shrinking shown on screen. The pumpkin just fits. Either someone used invisible tools, or this vegetable has a secret talent for shapeshifting on command. Number 20. The drain that made a splash without water. In Lost Keys, Daddy Pig drops the car keys down a drain, and Miss Rabbit throws in a stone to check how deep it is. When the stone lands, we hear a loud splash, which clearly means there's water at the bottom. But later, when Mr. Bull pulls the keys out with a crane, the drain is completely dry. Either the water dried instantly, or the splash sound was just pretending. That's it for today's list of blink and you'll miss it Peppa Pig fails. It's crazy how many things slip through the cracks, even in kids' shows. Here's one for you. If you could rewrite just one Peppa Pig episode, which would it be? And what would you fix? Drop your ideas below, and be sure to like if you're now watching Peppa with a suspicious eye.